So this is the 30-minute speaking. The 30 minute. So this is the 30 minutes. This is the 30 minutes speaking. But first, let me just go to my YouTube channel for publishing my auto videos that I've done, that I've finished it, and also go to the Google Meet to turn on the caption for my practice. We join the room here, then I'm finished, then I'm done. Then I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna go here. And I also have some of the video that if it's the first time or not, just did it right. I'll just give it away. I'm gonna publish the another one. I mean, yeah, don't really have to to focus on those video. I can do the another one. So I have 3 of this video, right? 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It's gonna be here. This one. 58, 59. Should be like that. And now I'm gonna just close it. I'm gonna go create again. Then I have here the 7. Then I'm gonna have this is like 60 publish. Then I'm gonna have 61, then so on. 6, 7, 8. No, not 6, 7, 8. So mostly done. Yeah, 61. Then I'm mostly done about this one. Put it like that. Alright, so now what should I do now? I'm not sure if I just speak without controlling myself. I don't think that this is a good idea though, because like it cannot be a good idea though, because I don't really think that when I just speak randomly, I just speak whatever I want to speak, and it's like the process of preparing anything before you speak. So I cannot improve my English in that way. I have to move to the another way. I have to find a way for myself, or I have to find the way for myself, or I have to find a way for myself, or I have to find a way for myself. Or yeah, I have to focus on my dream, so I cannot just stand in one place and just do that. Maybe today I'm gonna have like I'm gonna put the pen inside my mouth for the speaking. Yeah, I think it is a pretty good idea, because I just skip it for around more than 1 week. I think more than 1 week. This would be about 10 days. I think the last 10 days I didn't put the pen inside my mouth. Alright, just do it again, because I really want to improve my English speaking skill. Do I? Don't I? Right, just do it. So the thing today is the silent couple. Like the first time, I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth, and then I'm gonna just put out this pen outside of my mouth. So first, I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth. Then I'm gonna just put out this pen outside. So then I'm gonna just put out this, and we can put this pen out of my mouth. Yeah, so first I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth, and then I'm gonna put this pen out of my mouth to feel the pain of that. Alright, so it's a really good idea though. I can, see the difference between pain and pain. Pain, pain, and pain. It's really it is my laptop it is confusing of the word 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 pain and pain. So now I'm gonna put this pen inside my mouth to feel, and then I'm gonna put, then I wanna just put this pen out of my mouth. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Just get started. The silent couple. There was once a young woman who was said to be the most stubborn person in town, and a young man who was said to be the most stubborn woman in town. And of course, they somehow managed to fall in love and get married. After the wedding ceremony, they had a big party in their house, which lasted all day. Eventually, all the friends and relatives could eat no more, and one by one, they all went home. The bride and the groom collapsed from exhaustion, and they both sat down onto a big, comfortable chair and started to relax. When the husband noticed that the last guest to leave had not shut the door after him, "My dear," he said, "would you mind getting up and shutting the door? There's a draught coming in. Why should I shut it?" Yawned the wife. "I've been on my feet all day, and I just sat down. You shut it." So that the way it's gonna be? Snapped the husband. "Just as soon as you get a ring on your finger, you turn into a lazy, good for nothing." "How dare you?" shouted the wife. "We haven't even been married a day, and already you're calling me names and ordering me around. I should have known this is the kind of husband you would not be." "Nah, nah, nah," grumbled the husband. "Must I listen to your complaining forever? And must I always listen to your complaining and whining?" asked the wife. They sat staring at each other for a full 5 minutes. Then an idea popped into the wife's into in, then an idea popped into the wife's head. "My dear," the wife said, "neither of us wants to shut the door, and both of us are tired of hearing the other's voice. So I propose a contest. The one who speaks first must get up and shut the door." "It's the best idea I've heard all day," replied the husband. "Let us begin now." So they made themselves comfortable each on a chair and sat face to face without saying a word. They had been that way for about 2 hours when a couple of thieves with a cart passed by and saw the door open. They crept into the house, which seemed perfectly deserted, and began to steal everything they could lay their hands on. They took tables and chairs, put paintings of the walls, and even rolled up carpets. All through the shot, the husband and wife remained silent. "I can't believe this," thought the husband. "They'll take everything we own, and she won't make a sound. Why doesn't he come for help? The wife suddenly asked herself. Is he just is he is he just going to sit there while they do whatever they want? Eventually the truth noticed the sudden most of the couple and mistaking them for white figures, shoot them for the jewelry, watches, wallet, and cell phones. All during this, neither husband or wife moved or made a sound. They should hurried away with the loot. The, the soup. The soup hurried away with the loot, and the silent couple sat through the night. At dawn, a policeman walked by the house and noticed the open door. He stuck his head into the open doorway and yelled, "Oi, oi, oi, what's going on here? Is everything okay?" But, of course, neither husband or wife made a sound. "Now, see here," yelled the policeman. "I'm an officer of the law. Who are you? It is your house. What happened to all your funeral?" And still getting no response from the silent couple, the policeman raised his hand towards the man's ear. "Don't you dare!" shrieked the wife, jumping to her feet. "That's my new husband, and if you lay a finger on him, you have me to answer to." "I won't," yelled the husband, clapping his hand and jumping about. "Now go shut the door." Alright, so now I'm gonna read this one again. Without the pain inside my mouth. Without the pain inside my mouth. There was one There was once a young man who was said to be the most stubborn person in town, and a young woman who was said to be the most stubborn woman in town. And of course, they somehow managed to fall in love and get married. After the wedding ceremony, they had a big party in the house, which lasted all day. Eventually, eventually, all the friends and relatives and the friends and relatives could eat no more, and one by one they all went home. The bride and groom collapsed from exhaustion, and they both sat down onto big, comfortable chairs and started to relax. When the husband noticed that the last guest to leave had not shut the door after him. "My dear," he said, "would you mind getting up and shutting the door? There is draft coming in." "Why should I shut it?" yawned the wife. I've been on my feet all day, and I just sat down. You shut it." "So that's the way it's gonna be?" snapped the husband. "Just as soon as you get a ring on your finger, you turn into a lazy, good for nothing." "How dare you!" shouted the wife. "We haven't even been married a day, and already you calling me names and ordering me around. I should have known this kind of husband you would turn out to be." "Nah, nah, nah," grumbled the husband. "Must I listen to you complaining forever?" "And must I always listen to you complaining and whining?" asked the wife. They sat glaring at each other for a full 5 minutes. Then an idea popped into the wife's head. "My dear," the wife said, "neither of us want to shut the door, and both of us are tired of hearing the other's voice. So I propose a contest. The one who speaks first must get up and shut the door. It's the best idea I've heard all day, replied the husband. Let us begin now. So they made themselves comfortable, each on a chair, and sat face to face without saying a word. They had been that way for about 2 hours when a couple of thieves with a cart passed by and saw the door open. They crept into the house, which seemed perfectly deserted, and began to steal everything they could lay their hands on. They took tables and chairs, pulled paintings off the walls, and even rolled up carpet, all through the thought, oh, and even rolled up carpet, and even rolled up carpet of the walls, rolled up, rolled up, and even rolled up carpet, and even rolled up carpet. All through the thought, the husband and wife remained silent. I can't believe this, thought the husband. They'll take everything we own, and she won't make a sound. Why doesn't he call for help? The wife suddenly asked herself. Is he just going to sit there while they steal what they want? Eventually, the thieves noticed the silence. Most of the couple, and mistaking them for wax figures, shipped them for their jewelry, watches, wallet, and cell phone. All during this, neither husband or wife moved or made a sound. The thieves hurried away with their loot, and the silent couple sat through the night. At dawn, a policeman walked by the house and noticed the open door. He stuck his head into the open doorway and yelled, "Oi, oi, oi! What's going on here? Is everything okay?" But, of course, neither husband or wife made a sound. "Now see here," yelled the policeman. "I'm an officer of the law. Who are you? It is your house. What happened to all your furniture?" And still getting no response from the silent couple, the policeman raised his hand to box the man's ears. "Don't you dare!" shrieked the wife, jumping to her feet. "That's my new husband, and if you lay a finger on him, you'll have me to answer too." "I won't!" yelled the husband, clapping his hands and jumping about. "Now, go shut the door." Okay, so basically it is a really good story for me to have some practice, right? I mean, I can have lots of practice when I read those story. I mean, their grammar is pretty good, and they also use a lot of word that I feel interested in. Yeah, if that is just for today, so I think it's time to say goodbye now because I have to go home and this my work. All right, so that's a pretty good idea. And what should I do now? I have no idea what should I do right now. Should I just continue reading the page, or should I do the other one? I mean, to do the another one. What should we do now? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what should we do now because it's a pretty bad thing, I believe so. Like, but anyway, just do it. But why should I do it? But alright, by the way, what should I do now? I just read the paper and I have no idea what should I do next. Like, should I, just give some advice? Like the same way, like at the same, it's like the same with the other days, or should I just, try the another one? And what do you mean the another one? I mean I'm gonna just, be your owner in Facebook. All right. But what should I just have a little bit thinking about this? All right, but okay. I think that I'm gonna do like this because I'm hearing a voice and have practiced before. Oh, what I'm talking about is just close my head and just talk whatever I want, and then I just speak whatever I want to talk. No, okay, so that's crazy. I don't want to be like that. I want to be, uh, consciousness, and I can, talk with myself right now. What should I talk about right now? Just describe, describe, describe something. Um, I mean, uh, but I don't know what should I do now. Have some video, but I have no video. It's just a machine, and I have nothing to do with this one. Alright, that's okay. So the thing that I'm really care about, this one. Then what should we do next? Alright, alright, so it should be the end of this video for today. I don't know what should I do next. What should I talk about next? Just some normal stuff, or okay, so just some normal stuff. My daily life. That okay, so today I got up at 6, maybe 5 o'clock. Actually, it should be 7 to 8. It's not 5 or 6. It depends. And you know what? And I just I played with my cousin, and now I think I'm pretty much ready. I believe so, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe so, but I'm not sure about this one. If it can work or not. I'm not really sure about those. Right, do I or don't I? Yeah. Do I? If it can really matter about my... Oh, why? Well, what? So what am I talking about? Just some stupid stuff? Alright. Actually... okay, so, tomorrow it is Monday. Lottie, which means Lottie, and I have to go. I mean, have nothing right now. I have no idea what am I doing now. Just read some paper, and I think that it is a good idea though. I just describe some. So I'm gonna talk about this laptop. The laptop which I am using for filming this video, and also as an account for the main account for my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's try it. So my parents, they bought me this laptop when I was in grade 9. I think it should be I begin at the end of grade 9 or 7, like at the end of the first semester of grade 9. And then they bought this one for me because I'm gonna need it when I go abroad. And then they just buy the best quality, just bought the best quality laptop. Also, it is great quality, but at the beginning I don't know it. I just randomly just focus on the thing that my dad does. He had told me that you have to care about the it's like I don't know what to do now. So basically, they brought me this laptop for my studying purposes, and it helps me a lot. So it's not only the studying, but also the process of making my videos. Because without this laptop, I cannot do everything, because my laptop it is just different from her, and actually my TV is still different. So I mean I cannot just I cannot just worry and then take the hurt. I have to focus on them. I have to learn how to I have to stand back and observe my thinking. Yeah, you're right. I should stand back and wait a minute. So now I am the person that I am in the another challenge. So that I am to alright. So it helps me a lot for my studying as well as my researching, because I can find the only a ultimately. I don't know if you know that, but that's okay. I don't really care about those because Alright, so this one is not a good idea. Just keep all of them in here. I have to focus more. Like I have to I know what should I do right now. Great. So I want to just give it up. Or what should I do right now? Alright, what should I do now? Is a little bit of stuff, of that stuff, edit, follow my hand. A snow flower. But right, so I have to focus on this laptop, right? So I'm talking about this laptop. Actually, my dad and my mom, they bought me like when I was in grade 9. I feel loads of extras and because it's really I just don't really care about them. I just really. Okay, so I use this laptop. I use the social media most of the time for my business stuff, like adding friend hash. But don't really care about that because I can just stand back and have. But I don't know what should I do now. Just have sit here and then do the test. I don't think that it is a pretty good idea though. Okay, so I'm gonna talk live a little bit of 40 minutes. We're gonna have time. Okay, so it's gonna be rise. So it's gonna rise up to 40 minutes. All right. So what do you usually do in your free time? So this question, and I'm gonna answer this question. And I'm newbie, so I'm not sure if is a newbie. I mean, but um, mm, but all right. So in my when I don't have anything to do, I'm usually spend my time on going out with my friend or playing soccer because because English and my course that that you know that it is another that it involved on kind of students focus on me, but that's okay. All right. So what should I do now? I don't know what should we do right now. Should I have something to talk about that, or should I do something else? Okay, so in my free time, I usually repose or play games, and in the afternoon, I just play game. I don't know where to my plan. So
So I mean I have to so I have to try pretty hard if I really want to be successful. Do I? Yeah, I should try pretty hard if I really want to be successful. Yeah, anyway. And so I have no idea what should I do right now. Just Alright, I usually read books in my free time, but during the pandemic I cannot continue it anymore. And furthermore, in my free time I also have a book. Yeah. I have no idea what's this one, but that's okay. I can. But I don't know what should I do right now because I'm so sleepy. You know what? Because you're sleepy, so you don't want to do this anymore. No, don't lie. That's great. You have enough energy and you don't sleepy anymore. Oh, man. I mean, um, yeah. Usually in my free time, I usually just read books and otherwise just play games. I think I believe so. I just manage my YouTube account. And if I still have a voucher, so still hack uh I have no idea at all. Alright, so now I'm gonna just do whatever I want. Um alright. Alright. I don't know what to do now. Just have some reviewing of this one and let's say it's more played in this video for today. Bye guys, and I hope you have a really good day. And of course I just talk I talk really I don't talk so much right because I'm feel so sleepy. I'm so sleepy.
Actually, I want to sleep right now, but actually I have my project. I mean, my music project to do, so I have to take an eye on my project until 9:30. All right. So bye guys. Have a really good day. I have to move on my French stuff right now.